And Clifford Price when his dad's funeral was.
Clifford Price, was he the one that always talked about Senia praying the fire down? That was Clifford Price?
Just heard that again yesterday from Senia Margaret.
Did you? Well, tell it to us.
Well, she said it happened twice.
Twice?
Yeah. The first time, Grandpa Porter, which would be Jasper, had a stroke and had the mental capacity of a child. And Senia Porter, his wife, was out hanging out the laundry, and it had been real dry. They were having a drought and hardly wasn't any water in the creeks or anything. And she was hanging clothes out on the line and had just a tub of wash water. And Jasper got down there and lit a match or something and started a fire. And it was just going across the cornfield and down in the valley there by the barn, and was just a few feet away from the barn. And she told me the names, I have it wrote down, but 2 guys were come along and they saw it and they started going down there and they grabbed the wash water and were trying to put the fire out, and they got anything they could get out of the well, and they ran out of water and that fire just kept roaring. She said you could just hear the fire crackling, and Senia said everything they owned was in that barn. Everything, their future, the food and everything they had was in that barn. They had it had a fruit cellar down below, and all of everything she had canned was in there, and then they had their hay and everything put up at the top. And that fire was just a few feet away. And Senia got down on her knees, put her face on the ground, and started praying. And they said that fire just went down and just went out, just burned out before it got to the barn. And that was the first time. Another time they were coming up from somewhere up around on Dry Branch, and a woman called them over and said that their cornfield was burning. They had just gathered up the fodder shocks and put them into the shocks, and that fire was coming along, and they said, if you know how to pray, come and pray. And they said the same exact thing happened. She went up there, and that fire was coming, and she hit the ground and started praying, and the fire just went out. And they said she prayed the fire out. They called her, I guess, instead of the fire department, because she could put it out quicker.
Worked a lot better. Back then.
They said they lost two shocks of corn.
Where'd that second incident happen?
I wrote it down. I don't remember, but I'll give it to you.
I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah. She got a reputation, I guess.
Wow.
For putting fire out.
Wow.
Yep.
And so that Clifford Price you guys are talking about, he's the one that...
neighbor across the road.
And he saw all that, right?
The first time, I don't know about the second time.
So what did he do when he saw it?
I don't know what they done, but I guess they went over to fight the fire before he went out, I guess. And he said he heard her praying and seen the fire.
Well, I heard that's when he felt called to preach, when he saw that miracle. Yeah, I think that's what Geneva told us, that that's when he felt called to preach.